In March, this region was struck by one of the worst outbreaks of sectarian violence since the Assad regime's fall in December of last year. It allegedly began with an ambush on March 6 that left over a dozen security personnel dead in the city of Jabaleh. Over the next 72 hours, a wave of revenge attacks occurred, with militias coming into the villages and killing over 1,000 people, most of them innocent civilians, most of them Alawite Muslims. Alawites say the March 6th ambush was a result of months of kidnappings and killings from security forces. Others say it was an attempted coup by pro-Assad loyalists to overtake the new government. I'm not here to be the judge and jury of March 6th. I'm here to tell you what I saw with my own eyes. When I drove through some of these villages where the massacres occurred, it was almost apocalyptic. Burned homes, blackened interiors, and an eerie silence. Of the survivors, several of them invited me in for tea to share their stories. One woman described as they came in and looted the home. They beat her and her son mercilessly, and I think they were some of the lucky ones, because they survived by running into the fields after the first line of militants came. A second man described how his neighbor, a street vendor who sold hummus and falafel, was dragged out of his home and shot in the head in the front yard. He also pointed to a burn pit next door where 2 bodies were tied up to an electric pole and lit. In each of these homes I walked through, seeing the bullet holes littered through the walls, the ceiling, the floor, the doors that were broken and kicked in, the dressers that were overturned. Most of them lost everything of value. Nothing prepared me for the last home, where I went in and sat down with a mother and father who not only lost their life savings and everything of value, but who were forced to sit in the living room and watch several of their children be shot execution style. The mother begged them to take her life and don't touch her children. They refused and killed every man in the room, except for the father. This tragedy isn't simple. Some of it dates back more than 14 years, but no narrative, whether political or sectarian, can ever justify the extrajudicial killings of unarmed civilians. Estimates range that anywhere between 800 to 1,300 innocent civilians were killed between March 6 and March 9. Some will surely tell me, why not talk about the hundreds of thousands killings under the Assad regime? And to them I would say this: Assad is gone. The people who committed these atrocities are still out and likely plotting their next attack. It's why I feel so strongly about posting this, because every single family I spoke to still fears for their lives. One telling me, we go to bed in fear, we wake up in fear, we don't know if we'll live another day. I tell you all this for 2 reasons. Number 1, to simply bring awareness to some stories that I think haven't got the appropriate amount of coverage. And number 2, to hold the interim government to their word on holding these perpetrators accountable. I hope and I pray that they will.